Believe it or not, it's been 41 years since the passing of Terry Fox on June 28, 1981. We continue to honor his memory with the annual Terry Fox Run every September, raising funds for cancer research. On September 18th, Lakeside Park will host the event for the City of St. Catharines. Organizer John Grummett joins us. John, the first live run since 2019. Is the organizing committee shaking off some of the rust that's built up over those 2 years?
Yeah, absolutely. We had some great success in the virtual runs over the last couple of years, and there's some things about the virtual run that's nice, but it's also nice to get back and see people and get out. But it's a lot more work to run an actual run than a virtual one, that's for sure.
It's funny, I think, because I know a lot of these runs take months and months and months of planning. Things start really right after the last run, the previous run is over. And so when you haven't had the chance, I guess, or the opportunity to plan a live run for a couple of years, you have to sort of go back and remember what you have to do.
Yeah, absolutely. And the other thing that's happened with us is we've switched between Port Dalhousie and Brock University over the years. Just to give, Brock was a great supporter of ours, but the Port Dalhousie area is sort of where we've always done the run for many, many years. So this year we decided to go back to Port Dalhousie, and it has its own challenges because there's more things you have to think about, whereas at Brock they kind of dealt with everything on your behalf. So yeah, we have to refresh our memory as to what we have to do to ensure everything goes smoothly.
With the virtual run the last 2 years, how successful was that? What kind of funds did you raise in St. Catharines?
Yeah, last year was a fabulous year. We raised it was around $45,000, I think was the final number. The year before, we were about $30,000. Typically, in a good year, we would be $40,000 to $50,000. So we're really happy with last year.
You have a bottle drive this year, August 20th at Beatty's, and you also have a bottle drop-off. Can you give us some information on those?
Yeah, so the bottle drive, this is the third time we're doing it. It's at BD's on Van Sickle in St. Catharines, and runs from 10 until 2 on Saturday, August 20th. And just drop your bottles off. We'll sort them, we package them, and then we take them down to the depot in Stony Creek. We're also selling T-shirts that day. And if you can't come out that day to drop off your bottles, you can take them back to the beer store yourself and just go online and donate the money. Or we do have a couple places. There's Hildreth Farms in Beamsville is a fruit stand on Green Lane. You can drop them off there. Or Overhold Orchards on 7th Avenue are accepting them as well. So they've been fabulous in collecting them, and then we show up periodically, pick them up, and take them to the beer store and turn the funds in.
John, you've been involved in the St. Catharines Walk since the mid-90s. What is it about the Terry Fox Walk or Run that really, I guess, it's one of those ones that brings all Canadians together in a way?
Yeah, Terry Fox, everybody knows who Terry was. It's amazing. You get little kids coming out to the run or to different events, and these kids are 6, 7 years old, and they all know who he is. And I credit that to the school programs. Like the Terry Fox Foundation has been very good at getting into the schools, and the schools have been very good at educating. It's not just the Terry Fox Foundation, don't get me wrong. The teachers do a fabulous job of passing the message on to the kids. And most of the people that are coming out and supporting the run weren't even alive when Terry did the run. So it's fabulous to see that support. And those of us that were alive, we certainly remember his journey.
Last year, I believe it was, or perhaps it was in 2020, they released the limited edition Adidas sneakers, the shoes, just like Terry Fox wore. This year, a limited edition T-shirt is available through the website.
Yeah, the T-shirts are available on the website, or we're selling them at the bottle drive. We're going to be selling them the day of the run. We've got a couple other events coming up. There's a there's a supper market in Port Dalhousie where we're going there a couple of the nights. We're not going to be there every night, but on July 26th and August 9th, we'll be there selling shirts. And as I said, at the bottle drive, and then or you can go online and buy them. Either way, but and then we're also going to be at some of the Canadian Tire stores in late August, early September, selling shirts as well.
John, the excitement begins on August 4th when the flag is raised at City Hall.
Absolutely. We're doing a flag raising at City Hall. The flag says Terry Fox lives here. So the mayor has been good to do that for the last number of years. Probably, I'm guessing 8 or 9 years we've had the flag up at City Hall.
When will people who are interested in participating in the run be able to actually register?
They can register now. You can go on to the website. It's called terryfox.org. You go onto that website, and then there's a button called Find a Run. You click on Find a Run, and type in the St. Catharines Run, and it'll instruct you on how to register. Or if you don't want to register, just go on Find a Run, search John Grummett and sponsor him, and or you can just donate in general. But that's all up and running. Or you can just show up the day of the run, and you'll be able to register and donate then as well.
On the day of the run, Lakeside Park, a beautiful backdrop to start and finish the run. What else is going on that day?
Yeah, so Lakeside Park, it's going to be a 5-kilometer run. So it's 2.5 kilometers out, 2.5 kilometers back. We just run through the streets of Port Dalhousie. You know, there's going to be some grab bags there, T-shirts for sale. Other years we did a barbecue, but this year with COVID still lingering a little bit, we thought let's walk before we run. So we're not going to do the barbecue.
Do it as long as the race keeps going. Is that at
it
another
will be a
35?
good day, and you can walk, you can run, you can bike, you can wheelchair. It's accessible for anybody. And it's not a competitive run. So, you know, we have some people that come out and they do the run in, 20 minutes or less. And then there's others that take an hour and a half to do it. And you don't have to make it to the end. You can go out a kilometer and come back. You don't have to do the 2.5 and 2.5.
Are there any conditions for parking? Will parking be an issue at all? Is there a shuttle bus service or anything?
No, there's quite a large parking lot at Lakeside Park. And we've never had issue with not being able to get enough parking spaces, but it'll be full, don't get me wrong, but there'll be lots of room there. And as I said, we start at Lakeside Park, we go up on the hill at, I'm trying to think of the name of the street now, I think it's Dalhousie Street actually, and run along there. But show up. The run starts at 10 o'clock. Usually by noon, everybody's finished running or walking. But show up between 9 and 10 to register, and then we'll get underway at 10.
John, thanks for joining us. So once again, that's September 18th, terryfox.org for information and to register.